moments, memories, possibilities. This was my experience in the Algarve region of Portugal when I decided to take a spontaneous adventure with very little planning to travel abroad for my November Year of the Hummingbird experience. While it seemed like a trip of a lifetime, it was. There were a lot of adventures along the way that taught me so many lessons about myself, what I'm capable of, and what the world has to offer.
Now, a random place somewhere in Portugal. This don't make no sense. I just need, and we don't even know if we're in the right location. We don't know if we lost or what. Oh, God.
See, on this adventure, we managed to get lost in the mountains of Portugal on our Jeep tour. And at the time, I actually kind of questioned if we were going to find our way out. And I did something quite wild. I swung on the edge of a mountain, and I did things that were totally not me, but in a way that I had to experience for me to be able to get out of this place where I'm so used to feeling like I have control over all elements of my life, to going back to simplicity, to going back to the things I almost forgot about myself. The fact that I love the smells of markets and I love old cobblestone streets and things that I think I forgot to remember about my life and what I could experience if I allowed myself to do so. Hello, I'm in the cobblestone streets of Faro and it is gorgeous. I feel like this experience took me on the adventures that I didn't know that I needed to have. I got to try foods that were out of my comfort zone, and I know that I'm someone who, in my sense of control, food is my space, and I allowed myself to be free. I allowed myself to really live off of instinct and to trust my instinct of my body. And it was just an adventure in itself by just experiencing the delicious foods of Portugal. By the way, best key lime pie ever. From saying the thank yous, the obrigadas, and asking for the check. It was just an adventure in itself at dinner, but let's not forget the real adventure on top of that. ATV rides through the mountains, on ledges, must I add. And for someone who's not the top of the line driver, I somehow found my way through the mountains in the ATV. I allowed spontaneity to become me when I decided to go 700 feet below ground to visit a salt mine and learned everything I can imagine about the power of salt. We are in a salt mine and we are literally 230 meters below ground. This is insane. There are really no words to describe this journey, but the main takeaways I want to share is that when you allow yourself to become spontaneity, it's like the most authentic versions of you begin to appear and arise, and you realize things about yourself that maybe you didn't know existed before. Things like driving in a country that I've never driven in before, when I can barely drive in my own country at times. Things like trying a language that is totally out of my comfort zone. While I feel comfortable with Spanish, Portuguese was so different. From connecting with people and asking them about their journey, their experience living in this country, I found that the most authentic version of us lives through us experiencing our lives to discover who that version is.